This video is going to be on harvesting resources, workers, and the nodes and how to connect them. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and get your first worker. To do that, you're going to talk to this NPC, and you're going to click on this icon right here, and he's going to show you a worker that you can purchase for silver. So after you've hired your first worker, any additional workers after that will cost you lodging. In order to get lodging, you'll have to press M, you'll click on the town that you're in, and you'll have to purchase a property within the town. All of these house symbols are properties that you can purchase. All of these properties will cost you a certain amount of contribution points when you purchase and upgrade them. Contribution points are gained from doing quests. Basically, this is like an XP bar, and when it fills up from doing quests, you'll gain a contribution point. Now, as far as I know, that is the only way to gain contribution points. Contribution points are refundable. So if you no longer need this house or no longer need a node that you're connected to, you can refund those contribution points and get them back, and then you can use them elsewhere or on another project. Okay, so in order to get lodging, you're going to need to click on one of the houses that offers it. So like this house right here is the one that I chose for my lodging. And you'll see I have it fully upgraded, and it allows me to have 2 more workers that I can hire. So I've already maxed out my workers, so I have 3 workers now instead of just the first one that you can have without lodging. So if we back out a little bit, you'll see these different gray icons. These are nodes. The connected nodes are in brown. These are the ones that I've connected. And if you click on the nodes, you'll see inside of them there's resources. And each resource will charge you 1 contribution point to invest into, so that way you can send your workers there to gather resources for you. So like this node right here I've invested into, and I have a worker here gathering resources. He's gathering potatoes. Potatoes are used to make beer. It's one of the ingredients in order to refill your energy bar on your workers. And I'll show you guys how to do that in just a little bit. This resource node right here is collecting ash tree timber, and we're going to use that in a future video to make our first rowboat. Okay, so in order to connect these nodes, you'll have to travel to them and talk to the node manager. And I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to pick up the video so that way I can show you guys how you talk to the node manager and actually pay contribution points to connect that node. Okay, so now that we've made it over to the node, we can go ahead and talk to the node manager and click on this icon right here, and then we can invest our contribution points into connecting this node, and that'll open up any resources the node has available. So then that way we can go ahead and invest in those resources and have our workers go to work gathering resources for us. And we're going to go ahead and send workers to work here. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how you can craft beer in order to restore your workers' endurance. Okay, so I went ahead and I headed back to Philia Town. And what we're going to do is we're going to come into this inn right here. And we're going to talk to this lady back here, and she's going to give you a quest for your first cooking pot. And what you're going to have to do on that quest is you're going to have to go and dig up some potatoes. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to head to this node right here where the potatoes are. Okay, so once we've arrived at the farm, we'll need to harvest 17 potatoes in order to complete this quest. Once we've harvested all of our potatoes, we'll go back, talk to the NPC, and we'll get our cooking pot. Okay, so once you finish your quest and you got your cooking pot, you're going to want to go ahead and talk to this NPC again. And go to a shop, and we're going to buy a few things. You're going to buy 1 sugar, and we're going to buy 6 waters, which I already have, 5, so I'm only going to buy 1, and we're going to buy 2 fermenter. Okay, so now what we're going to want to do, if you haven't already done so, you're going to want to buy a house. So you're going to have to purchase a property from the menu that I showed you guys earlier and buy one of these properties and make it your house. Okay, once you've done that, you'll go into your house and you'll go ahead and set down your cooking pot, and then we can go ahead and start crafting our beer. Alright, so we'll add in 1 sugar, 2 fermenter, the 6 waters, and then we're going to need 5 of the potatoes that we harvested, and we'll craft that, and that'll give us our beer. Okay, now to use the beer to restore your workers' stamina, you'll have to click on the town here and go to your workers. And like this worker, I can go ahead and recover his stamina. But I'm not going to do it because he hasn't used much stamina yet. I would restore this worker's stamina, but he's still on his way back. So you actually have to stop the worker from working and wait for him to come back to the town to give him the beer to restore stamina. So that's basically it for the basics of the crafting and the workers and the harvesting and the nodes in Black Desert. If you guys liked this video and it was helpful, please subscribe and like.